Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. It's Tuesday, the 18th of February. Welcome. So I am going to do some what I call collage style stamping, which is not very different from what I typically do, only I'm going to be just using one ink pad. I'm going to be using black Stazon ink. So if you're unfamiliar with the term Stazon, it's a brand name, and it's a product that Stampin' Up do sell. It's one of the products that Stampin' Up, rather than making it themselves, they know that that company does it so well they don't need to make it themselves, and they buy it in. And it's a permanent ink, so it's a little bit whiffy because it is, what's the word I want? It's solvent. It does have a solvent in it, so it's a little bit whiffy, and you do need to make sure you have a special cleaner to take it off your stamps. It's recommended that you only use it on rubber, you don't use it on photopolymer, because of, I think it's more to do with the strength of the cleaner that's the issue. But if you do want to clean photopolymer, I just recommend that you immediately wash off the cleaner and don't let it sit on there. So it can be used, but there we go. Right, so I'm going to say a very quick hello to everyone on the live, and then we'll get started. So hello, Miss Janice, great to see you. Patricia, Anne, Pam, Terry moved, yay, well done, Terry. Congratulations on you being in your new home. Hi, Shaz, hi, Anne, Lisa, Susan, Georgiana, Kim. Shaz is watching on silent, so you guys are going to have to interpret for her. I can pull faces like that, and you're just going to have to, you know, interpret for Shaz. There we go. How is your granddaughter doing, Shaz? Oh, lovely. Okay, I'm going to get my desk view happening. Let's get that there. Switch that off. Okay, so here is the ink pad. Now it's a bit different from the other Stampin' Up pads. The Stampin' Up pads are designed so that the ink pad is always stored upside down, and then when you flip it, the ink is ready to go. But Stazon pads are the more traditional ones, so if you want to store them upside down, you could do that. I always forget to do that. And then you'll notice that when you open your ink pad, you have this plastic protector over the top of it. Now that is not just for when it's in transit. It's recommended that you keep that on there. You do not throw that away. It actually says it on there, do not discard. So keep that. I tend to then just pop that on the inside of there so I don't lose it. And then you may notice that the surface of this ink pad is fabric and slightly tougher than the Stampin' Up foam pads. So you do have to use it in a slightly different way to get the optimum results. So I'm choosing to stick to red rubber today, and I'm going to go for doing a bit of a collagey background, and then going to be putting some inky stuff over the top of it. So I'm going to focus mainly at the edges of my paper and then do a kind of cross formation through the middle. And one of the stamps I did want to bring back and use, it's back in stock in Europe. It's been out of stock. Don't know how long it's going to stay in stock for, because I think it's rather popular at the moment, this one. I've just realised I've got ink on there, and there we go. Right, so to ink it up, it's worth patting a few times to make sure that all your stamp is coated. There is a re-inker for this ink pad. I am pretty much at the bottom of mine, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to re-ink. And you can do second and third generation with it, as you can see. Actually, you can do several generations, which is quite fun. Oh, and I just dropped the ink pad, the stamp, but it doesn't matter because we're going for a grungy look. I'm just going to ink up again. Just do some there. I'll do one in the corner. Do one there. Okay, so I think that'll be it for my texture. Well, sorry, my text stamp. Do have that lovely grungy stamp there that I do want to use, but I want to do some of the ferns first. So Kim has been watching my back catalogue of stamping, and she watched something from 4 years ago and left a comment. So it's really lovely when you guys watched my back catalogue and comment, because I get to see what you're interested in, what you're watching. And it also reminds me of stuff that I've done in the past and perhaps could revisit. And so she commented on a bit of a collage-y style like this. It was different in that I started off that one sheet wonder with inking with my blender brushes all over first. But this time I've decided just to stamp in black, and then I'm going to add colour afterwards. So the reason I've chosen Stazon is because it is a water resistant ink. Once it's on and dried and you add water to it, it's not going to smear at all. So that's kind of the reason I've chosen to use it right now. So here I've got a really nice kind of burlappy, grungy stamp, and my plan is to cut this into 4 pieces. So I'm just going to kind of still bear that in mind, because I want to create almost like a vignette situation where it's darker at the edges, so that if I want to add maybe some embellishments or make my own embellishments, I'm thinking possibly the lovely butterflies to cut out and use. I just want them to be framed somewhat, so that's why I'm kind of trying to focus on this cross section here and the edges there. Hi Judy. Hi Cindy. Who else? Hi Kim, Terry. Oh, I've said hello to Terry already. Patricia, I think. Lisa, hello. Okay, and I'll just have a quick look. Have I got any spaces? All right. Happy with that. Oh, I thought it'd be nice to use. Oh no, this is photopolymer. I just really like that stamp. I'm gonna break my rule. I wasn't going to use photopolymer today, but I think I'm going to, because I really fancied using this big flower. Oh, it's sticky. So Stazon is quite sticky. Ooh, there we go. But look at that. That's so beautiful. Kind of wanted to use that in there. Stick on there. I'm going full strength each time because I want that image to be really strong. Oh, thanks, Kim. You keep my algorithms up. And thanks for commenting as well. So if you've ever wondered how you can support my channel and it not cost you a penny, please just watch my videos and comment. That's the best way to help me out there. And also do share them with any of your crafty friends, you know, anyone that you think would enjoy the type of techniques that I use, my approach. That's just a great way to keep Artful Stampin' alive. I'm wondering whether I need another one. Another one over there. Alright, so the Stazon cleaner looks like this, and actually I've got a feeling that Stampin' Up don't actually sell it anymore, and it comes with this like felt top thing, and then you just kind of squeeze it and rub it on. Oh dear, hold on, let me move that out of the way. It's not a good idea to have that underneath when I'm doing that. And I just get a cloth and just wipe that up straight away. So it's the same process with the red rubber, only with the photopolymer, I'm going to spritz it with the Stampin' Up cleaner to remove the Stazon cleaner. So that's not setting there. And there you go. I'll pop that back. Alright, so back to my stamping. I want to add a little bit more texture in here, and I'm thinking this lovely dot stamp. And then I probably will put some some more leaves and things in a second. So there we go. Yes, Amazon does carry the cleaner. Yeah, lots of companies do. Oh, Shaz is back. I'm out on loud again. Great. So I was going to see if you guys can come a little bit closer. There we go. All right, so a bit of dottage, I think. I'm not doing it everywhere. I'm just focusing on different areas. And that's the thing about collage, is that you know, you don't have to put everything everywhere all at once. Oh, it sounds like the title of a film, that, doesn't it? But actually, it's nice to focus on concentrating on different areas and maybe repeating some patterns, and just seeing how they juxtapose, you know, next to each other. Like, I really like seeing the script next to the floral, and then you've got the little area of dots and so forth. So it's lovely. It kind of takes you on this little journey of texture. So that's quite a nice strong image. So I'm going to go with that leaf. Oh, did you see what I just did then? That's because I wasn't concentrating. No, it's because I want a bigger block. That's my issue. I was getting a bit confused with myself there. Hi, Miss Monica. Great to see you. Welcome everybody who's just joined on the live. Thank you so much. We could have a leaf coming out of here, couldn't we? Oh yeah, that's quite nice. So stick around, folks. This is about to get very colourful. This is not going to be staying black and white. Might even get a bit watery and inky. We'll see how that goes. Hi, Cheryl. Good to see you. Okay, I'm going to stop there with that one. And go in with this other style of leaf. what I'm doing here is I'm doing full strength of this very much sort of thinner leaf over the top of a second generation of the fuller, slightly different texture there. So you can definitely see that over the top of it. And then also in some other areas that I just think need a bit more interest on them. So this is a really fun technique, even if you're not using Stazon, but you want to just use one ink pad and just get out various stamps and do this style of stamping. It's really quite fun because it really makes you think about the different textures that you have and what they look like next to each other. All right, I'm going to stop there for a minute and have a think about how I'm going to colour this. I'm kind of ready to get a little bit inky and messy. And do I have some water? I do have some water here. And I was thinking of either doing the kind of smooshy technique actually I had such fun with the embossing folder yesterday, putting ink on the embossing folder and putting that on. I thought that would be a fun thing to have another look at. Maybe even spritz again. So let me grab an embossing folder and see. Oh, there's that crochet one. That one probably would be better because it's kind of a bit more grungy. I'm also thinking it would be good to apply some colour onto my succulents. And I might go a bit traditional with that because it's kind of quite, as I say, grungy looking already. So let's get some soft sea foam on there. Now the Stazon should be dry. I didn't test it, but it should be. And I'm really going in quite firmly with my brush. There we go. Right. This is a Lost Lagoon. I just want to get a little bit of this kind of around the edge of my little succulent flower here. I'm not too worried about staying in the lines completely. Okay. Just use up some of that ink that's on there. Clean my brush off, basically. So I have some lemon lolly here. Oh, managed to get some green in there. Oops, let's get that off. And I'm looking for the more open spaces at the moment and just putting some yellow down there. Hi, Diane. Who else has just arrived? Oh, hi, Bev. Hi, Cindy Fox Taylor. Oh, we've got quite a house full today. Great to see you all. This is lovely. Really great to see you all. You're going through another round of nasty colds, Heather. Oh, yuckity yuck yuck. That's not good. You can't wait to see how I use it. Oh, thanks, Terry. Oh, I managed to get ink on there again. I wonder if it's on my brush. Fancy putting a little bit of an unusual colour in that. Not unusual, but unexpected. I think I might just put some pink in there, because I know that if I mix that pink in, that's actually not supposed to be for an orange brush, but anyway, orange ink. But I know that if I mix that pink and it goes into the yellow, it's going to go kind of calypso-y, or anyway, so I'm going to whack that in next to the pinks. Just think it will bring some warmth to it, because I've kind of gone for quite cold colours. You know, I've got the green and the blue there. So let's get some of that in. Oh, it's a good opportunity to actually clean up your ink pads if you've managed to contaminate them a little bit. I know I promised some inky watering goodness, so don't worry, I am going to still go in here with water, because that's the whole point of me using the Stazon. But I wanted just to get a layer of colour in there to start off with. Okay, so I've got my exposed brick 3D embossing folder here, and I'm trying to think which side I want to use. So that's got the image on it, sorry, the logo. So if I flip that open, that's got the raised part to it. Ooh, I'm trying to think what colour to do. I don't want to go super dark. Oh gosh, I'm really struggling to figure out what colour to do. I might go with a bit of pecan. Hi, Margaret Hayward. Welcome. Hi, Glenna. Okay, so my idea is to use my embossing folder like a stamp. So I'm inking up that area. I'm just going to very carefully just do that so it sits flatter. Then I'm going to get my spritzer and just very gently spritz from quite a high up distance, at least sort of 12 inches above it. And let's hope for the best. Are you ready, everybody? Let's ooh, okay, yeah, I can live with that. Nice. Okay. It almost doesn't matter what the pattern is. Okay, quite like that. Should we do that again? know whether just to try that side. No, I'm not going to try that side because that's going to have way too much ink doing it that way. Being a bit more liberal with the water there. Ew, it's a bit more splotchy. I like that. Okay, I'm going to stop there, I think. Might just... Oh, I was hoping that I might create some splats, but... I don't know if there's a way of flicking. No, okay. I'm just getting messy. I don't like my fingers. Alright, I'm going to let that calm down a bit. So there was a stencil that I had out yesterday that I didn't end up using that I thought would be fun to use. This one. I don't know if I want the brown. I'm going to go back to the Lost Lagoon. Oh, wrong brush. Go back to this one. Oh yeah, that's nice. I like that. Just in different areas. I don't need it everywhere. As I said, it's collage, so it's just different areas of texture, and some areas are overlapping over other ones, but that's okay. That needs some work, this area here. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I don't want to put blue there. Or Lost Lagoon, rather. Okay, quite like that. I haven't put any Calypso on it at the moment. It needs, yeah, it looks orangey from where the pink and the yellow have met. See, when pink and yellow get together and have, you know, a baby, they make Calypso coral. Because she looks so pretty in pink. Okay. I think I do want to put some of the Pecan Pie, but I'm not decided what exactly. Oh, what's that new stencil? Oh, I'm not sure where I put mine. It's these ones, isn't it? They've all got kind of muddled up in my drawer. Here they are. I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up first and then do more work on it. So the whole idea was that I was going to make 4 card bases out of this, or 4 stamps, cards. So I'm going to cut this down at 10. Just move these out of the way. Or 4 inches. 14 or 5. Well, I'm doing it 5.5 inches, but if you're using 5.5 by 11, you probably want to cut that down to 5.25. If you have any questions of my process, please do ask me now. Keep your little scrappy dappies for another day, because look, those are so fun. Even just those little pieces on their own. Okay. So I'm actually going to grab a black ink pad. Only I can't find it, so I'm going to go for basic grey instead. Oh, actually, no, I do have it. I'll use that one. I think I have a brush dedicated to black, so I'm just going to use one that's got purple on it. You're wondering why I use Stazon? Because I was using water with it. I knew that I was planning to use water, and so because I didn't want the ink to move, I used Stazon instead of water-based ink, which would have you would have lost all the definition of the black. I may still add more water to this. I might do some sprinkling and stuff, Actually, if I'm going to do that, just thinking if I'm going to do that, I need to do that before putting the black on. Or should I do it after? No, I'll do it after. Okay. I don't mind the water impacting on it. All right, so I want to make these a little bit more framed to have a vignette. So I want to add more dark areas across the, well, basically across the edges of it. I'm just going to turn that way. So I'm just going to focus on the edge of there. I don't really want to go into the flower too much, so I'm going to leave that flower there. Then move my mask up. So I'm keeping in with the design, but I'm just moving it up. Focus across the top. Again, I'm going to kind of miss out that flower because I want the flower to show up. So I don't want to go over that. And I'm going to move it again and go down this right hand edge. Okay, so you see the difference there. You've got that framed a little bit more. Now that image is really quite bold, isn't it? So I wonder what it'd be like if I chose something a bit different. Oh, I've got this one. So these are retired masks. This one's a current one, but a lot of masks I don't get rid of them. I tend to use them. Yeah? I've got loads of scrap card. What do you need? What colour? There's a whole... Excuse me a second, my son's just come in asking for scrap card. I thought you had a whole box full of my scrap card. Oh, I might have done, yeah. Fortunately, I had it all in a box. There we go. He's doing his A-level art at the moment. So, okay, so I'm going to do the same process again, but this time with the more... Oh, it's cold outside. Whew, just let all that air in. But again, I want to stay away from the flowers. There we go. So I've missed those flowers. That's good. I'm not so worried about trying to make the design meet up again, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go carry on. Okay, so this image is not as intense as the other one, but that's okay. With these sort of things, you don't really know how it's going to turn out until you have a go. See, because that one's not as intense, I'm actually just going to ink the edges up now. Because it's not quite achieved the effect I wanted it to. I'm just going to add extra. Okay, that's a bit better. Thank you, everybody. Oh, gold leafing. Yes, that might be fun. Yeah, I might want to brighten up the flowers later, but anyway, the idea is that it is a background. So you know, I think it would be fabulous if I got one of those lovely butterflies and just had, you know, a butterfly on there or something. Okay, so let's just keep going. I might grab out a different mask just to see what will happen if I use a different pattern. I've got that lovely dotty one there. Oh, now in here are things that you might not regard as a mask. They sometimes come in card packs, and it's actually made of paper, but it can make quite an interesting background. Oh, there's one that's a butterfly. Oh, that one would be nice. Oh, so many nice ones. Okay, I've got an idea. I want to use one of these. So I've got that flower there, and I'm wondering if I did something interesting coming from the corner there. The only thing is with this one that's got the 4 designs on it, you've got to be careful that you don't go into the next design. Oh, that's fun, isn't it? I like that. You have a drawer full of stencils. Good, get them out. Have a little play. Again, I've got to be careful. See this edge here? I don't want to, I know I'll just encroach into it. So sometimes you need to mask off areas. Because I know what I'm like. It'll get messy otherwise. There we go. Okay. Again, I feel like this needs more on the edge. My arm's getting a nice workout. Oh, don't need to throw that across myself. Oh. Okay, I just wanted to make it a bit more dark. Make it darker. Okay, that's good. All right, last one. It's hiding. It's going, no, don't grungify me, don't. I don't want it. Oh, is it gone? Seriously, it's hiding. It is hiding. It's actually hiding. behave like this? Did I throw it in there by accident? Oh, I did. Ha, 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 ha. It was hiding amongst the stencils. It was trying to escape. It's good. No! Don't want the grunge. It's okay. Be fine. Trust the process. See? It was worth it. Dunno, answers on a postcard, please. What do you want me to do with these? I was going to just stick an embellishment or something on the front and be done. Unless you think it could have other lives. Does need black dottage though, doesn't it? Or even, I'm going to, perhaps on a couple of these, just do some sprinkles. Where's my spritzer gone? Okay, she keeps saying it's a background, but I like it's a foreground. Yeah? Oops, spraying in the wrong direction. Okay, so you can sprinkle water and then you just have to wait for the drips to do what they need to do. Okay. Not much is happening. I feel like it needs some splattage. And normally I'd go for dark, but I think just to make it look a bit more interesting, I'm going to go for some bright first, which you can barely see. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Okay. And some pink. Oh, that's juicy. I also want to brighten up some of these succulent flowers. So, you know what, I'm just going to put a little bit of yellow on the edge. Brighten these up a bit. Wow, this is the one with the water on it. I can feel it. Every so often I'm touching a pocket of water, and you can feel the paper's different underneath the pen. Don't know what you think. Do you think it looks better with a slightly brightened? Oh, I'm going to put some light on. Here we go. So the idea was to perhaps cut out some butterflies that would then sit on here. I mean, it could be that there's actually space for stamping some anyway. I think that one definitely has a space. That possibly has a space there. But if they don't show up, I'm not going to panic, because I can always just stamp it onto something and then cut it out. This is the thick cardstock. I chose the thicker one because I knew I was going to be working it hard. I had intended to be more inky, but I haven't gone down that route. Okay, that one's nice. That one works. I like just the green. Oh, and these ones. Okay. Actually, it's be interesting just to have a butterfly almost like emerging out of the darkness. Look at that. That's quite fun. So the butterfly's not the focal point. It's sort of hidden. I quite like that. This is soft sea foam, this. Because I don't want a colour that's in too high a contrast, but I do want it just to help make the butterfly stand out a little bit more. So it's almost like lots of transparent layers on top of each other. Okay, that works quite nicely, doesn't it? Okay. Okay, that one's got butterflies, that's got butterflies. Let's try this one. Now you see this one's got a lot of detail on it already. Actually, that's upside down. That's the right way up. Although there's space there for one. There's always space for butterflies, aren't there? Let's do that one there. You know what? I think you might be right in that it probably doesn't need a super duper focal point. I'm wondering whether to colour in with smoky slate. Okay, let's try it. You lose a little bit of the detail of the black, but it's quite interesting. It's almost like a shadow butterfly. That's fun. Okay, last one to get the butterfly treatment. It's just there. No, I've been thinking about doing that, Kim. Kim's asking if I've ever stamped on tissue paper and then used it in collage. No. I do, in a way, I kind of think, what's the point when we can just do it straight on? But yeah, no, I do see the benefit of doing that sometimes to create collage. But no, not done it myself yet. Oh, okay. Just wanted to make those edges a bit darker. So. I mean, wouldn't it be fun just to hide some like significant words into these? Oh, I tell you what might look good when making these up into cards is the new pack of, you've got that kind of collection of words that is white on black. Oh, and black and white, these ones. There we go. Some of these are very inappropriate for this type of card. Happy holidays! Sending hugs. Oh no. Happy Halloween, maybe? Hello? Hello? I'm not feeling it, you know. Maybe best wishes. Oh, cool. Shaz. She's a special, what's it called? Stamping tissue. Ah, cool. That's quite nice there because it kind of brings attention to that little butterfly. I kind of don't want to put a sentiment on that one. I think I'm going to leave that one as it is. That was basic grey, but I feel like it needs black, which I can't find right now. Where's all my black gone? Oh, here it is. Thank you. Yes, sorry, I'm not disparaging the product at all. These, I just I think in my head, I'll be quite honest with you, in my head, I wanted something a little bit more like artsy and creative, like maybe some poetry or something like that, or just yeah. And it would have been nice to have had just, I don't know, some some interesting words as opposed to just, you know, hello and happy birthday and that kind of thing. That's where my head was. That's why I was a bit disappointed when I looked at them. And it's not because there's anything wrong with the products. It's just I'm in that kind of artsy, flowy mood now, and those words weren't doing it for me. You know, I would have liked, I don't know, love and grace and, I don't know, faith and, or I don't know, so something a bit more artsy. That's what I was thinking. That would have meant me getting my stamps out and doing some white heat embossing on black cardstock, and I'm past that now. So in terms of, it's late. So yeah, there we go. Right. Oh, it's okay there. Hello. They're useful for just sort of last minute, aren't they, Kim? But yeah, you're right. When you've got the stamps already, the bit that appealed to me was the white on black, because to actually physically do that, you've either got to have a text stamp that's in the negative, that's designed in the negative, or yeah, as said, white on black. So, oh, that's a good idea, Janice. It's a nice idea. Right, glue would help. Got any left in here? I need to use up some of these old glues. Ooh, that's a bit big booger, isn't it? Well, I am pleased how these have turned out. It's not really surprising with the quality of stamps that Stampin' Up produce. The artwork of some of the sets are just yeah, really beautiful. Oh, sorry, Gina. Yes, that's right. Heat embossing white on black would look fabulous. I just, my craft room is very untidy and I'm now weary. I taught a jewellery class this afternoon. So I've had a busy people day. It was fun though. We made some fun earrings. Met some cool people. So. These do make good, easy to post cards because all the detail is in the stamps and the ink, not in layers of embellishing, which you know I love to do, but sometimes you can get a very detailed impact with just stamps and ink and paper. I'm going to stick that there. This is a problem area for me. I don't like it, so I'm going to stick the embellishment there. Sorry, sentiment, not embellishment. Yeah, that one I like that as it is. It's got the butterflies just in the right spot. And again, here a little bit of a problem area, so I'll stick that there. It's like it was made to go there, really, that one. Oh, a bit too much glue. All right, there you have it, everybody. 4 collage, grungy. I don't know, what other descriptions would you use for these cards? I do owe you a thank you card, I'm sure, Heather, for your order. So I'm hoping the detail's coming through for you guys. I will try and take photos of these and pop them on Artful Stampin' Space tomorrow. So, okay, any other questions, comments? So how long has that taken us to do 4 cards? Oh, just over an hour. Okay. Tasteful grunge. I like it. Did I make my sweater? Yes, thank you. I did. Yeah. If you follow me on Artful Yarn, I've got another YouTube channel called Artful Yarn. I think I explain how I made it. I think on there. I certainly explain how to crochet one of the circle to square granny squares. Yeah, it's been well loved, well worn and well loved. Very much mixed media vintage collage look. Vintage collage. Ooh, I like that. Vintage collage. Thanks, Pam. Thank you, Janice. I'm not going to ask you to choose your favourite because they're kind of all much of a muchness, but although yeah, you might have preferred some of the some types of stencils and others. I really love that quatrefoil kind of look. I really do. Not so keen on this one. That was interesting having that as a kind of statement. But yeah, I like all of them. Oh, excuse me, for different reasons. Oh, there we go. Right. You started crocheting again. Excellent. Good, Cheryl. I have a Facebook group called Artful Yarn and Yarn. If you want to join that, just look it up. And I haven't added anything new to it for a while because I haven't done anything more to my YouTube channel, but I have got some sort of crochet things on there. So. Number 3 without the sentiment. Oh, the one with hello. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Honestly, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you. And great to have so many of you watching along today. And if you have got any questions, please do pop them in the comment section. And there we go. I hopefully catch you guys again soon. Oh, thanks for putting the link up, Glenna. Appreciate that. Thank you. Love these. We'll have a go soon when I get a free day to play. Oh, cool. Good. And Terry, enjoy settling into your new home. Look forward to seeing you stamping again.